Jacob O'Neill, welcome to Deep and Ridiculous.
Good to be here, bro.
Brother, so good to be here in Austin with you.
Yes.
And having you on the potty.
Mm-hmm.
I had my iPad with notes and questions I wanted to ask you. But in the spirit of feeling into things and doing what your heart desires, I threw it away and I put it out there. And I'm just going to see what transpires.
I love it. I love your reckless abandon.
That's something I love about you, is just your recklessness and like the way that you show up in life. It's not a recklessness where you're hurting people. It's a recklessness of like, I'm just going to do stuff so outside of the fucking box and do it my way. And it's truly inspiring.
Cheers, bro. It feels like it's a fine line between like this like reckless courage and self-sabotage too. It's like, when is it, when am I just being a rat bag versus when is this actually like me pursuing something that is really like my soul's calling me to do? So it's like such a, it requires a certain level of, like I have to check myself quite regularly because I'm so used to that. Whereas like, and I think we've spoken about this a few times, like sometimes I confuse like mundane things with just feeling safe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm like, I actually have to feel normal. I have to be doing something crazy. So I've learned more and more that I can still do crazy fun shit and be unhinged, but it's okay to also not be that. I don't have to over-identify with it.
Yeah, you don't have to constantly be chasing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, that's cool that you brought that up because my opening question was going to be around something we spoke about the other day, which was the red pill kind of movement. The guys that follow the red pill, they identify with it because they are focusing on things in the feminine, which is kind of surface level. Yeah, we all love beauty in women for sure. But there's that other piece, which is like men just want to come home to peace. They don't want a woman that's like challenging them and upsetting the apple cart. I always say that because my mum loves that saying, upsetting the apple cart, stirring the pot.
Yep.
But something you shared with me, man, was it's because men are scared to be vulnerable and actually feel the feelings of what it is to go deeper. And there's another piece to it, which is like what you shared about Meg being so safe that you thought it was unsafe. So I want you to start off by talking about the vulnerability piece of men going deeper, scared to actually go to the depths of a relationship. And then I want you to talk about your experience with this and with Meg with the safety.
Cool. I'll sort of like contextualize.
Yes.
That's important.
I love context. So this is great.
So once again, like, yeah, the guys in the red pill, they're seeking a structure that allows them to sit in a seat of power over others. And that power over others is it's a masquerade. They masquerade it as protection. But really it's, I just want to be in charge. So everyone has to do what I say. So I never actually have to put up with anything that sits outside my window of tolerance. Challenged, called forward, or held to a certain level of integrity, that requires depth. Integrity without depth is very easy. If you don't ever challenge yourself, try anything, or lean into anything, especially emotionally. Integrity without emotional depth is actually pretty easy. So these guys are looking to like hold integrity without actually having to go deep, which doesn't really, it's more of an avoidant behavior. And then the piece around vulnerability is like, vulnerability is what allows you to remember yourself. So for instance, if I share something with you vulnerably, and you see me in that, and you were able to hold me and love me in that, because we're bros and we've been building a relationship the last couple of years, and I say, hey, Ann, I've been really struggling with this. You're like, hey, man, that sounds really hard. What happens, I then no longer judge that part of me because I've created an opportunity for me to be seen in my vulnerability. that then tells me, it's safe for me to be to not have everything perfect when I'm around Ant. Is someone that I can relax into. Men struggle to do that with women because they've been told they have to be strong. They're not allowed to cry. They're not allowed to be this, that, and the other. But then there's also women want a safe, grounded man. So if he shows any sign of weakness or any sign of imperfections, they're worried that then they won't be the safe, grounded man.
Mm.
So there's a whole lot of but the thing is, vulnerability when it's actually vulnerability can only lead to more vulnerability and openness and connection. That's the best bit about it. When you experience that with someone, what you do is you create like a safe container.
I was going to ask, how does this look?
Yeah. So once again, like vulnerability is between two people. I'm vulnerable with you. You hold me in that. It allows you to then be a safe space for me. Afterward, you then register, cool, this person's someone that I want to be around because I can be more of myself. Whereas if I share a vulnerability with, say, Joe over here and he laughs at me, I'll shut down. I'll be less of myself around Joe. So I'm going to seek out the people who I can be vulnerable with. If I've got a story that it's not safe to be vulnerable, I'll go around creating surface level relationships with everyone and try to always maintain control and power over others. So I never actually have to be seen in the parts of me that have been judged in the past because it's too much pain, right? In my relationship with Meg, I feel that I definitely played that out where I didn't want to be seen. But little by little, I was able to bring small enough things, and she was so welcoming of that. Not only welcoming, but she actually allowed that part of me to exist without it being right or wrong. She didn't celebrate me for it, but she also didn't judge me for it. So it was like this beautiful space where I just got to be seen and then feel the tenderness. And then after the tenderness, I was like, okay, cool. All right, that part of me is allowed to exist in the world. That then gave me the courage to be more vulnerable out in the world. And slowly, I can be more and more of myself, which to people who are so rigid or maybe so surface level can look incredibly reckless. Because I'm just, oh, fuck it, I'll be myself. I don't care. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about when I've been vulnerable in relationships, and I know, because I've been in a relationship for a long time, but I know that I want to be vulnerable with a woman, but the experience that I have, which is I have feedback, I have evidence, tells me otherwise, that I shouldn't do that. Because when I was vulnerable, for example, I'll tell a story. So with my ex-fiance, I was away at work, working 2 weeks on, 1 week off. And she went out one night to the pub with one of my mates' girlfriends or whatever. And, came home. The next day I rang her, asked her how her night was. And she said, yeah, it was good. I'm like, oh, how'd you get home? And then she said she walked home. I was like, oh, okay. And then, so when I got home from work, I went and caught up with my mate, and the girl, his girlfriend was there. So the girl that my fiance went out with, and she was like, oh, did Janelle tell you about how we got home on Friday night? I'm like, oh, she said that you guys walked home. What's the big deal? She's like, no. Dave gave us a lift home, and Dave was her ex-boyfriend. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why would you not tell me that? So I go home, and I'd had a couple of beers, but I think I'm sensitive anyway to that stuff. And so I go home and I ask her about it, and I felt, I didn't know what I felt, but I was very upset. I didn't have words for what I was feeling at the time, but I was very upset. And the way that I brought it to her, I thought was loving, was grounded. I wasn't attacking her. And I'm like, I was genuinely curious. I was like, why did you tell me that you walked home when you actually got a lift from your ex-boyfriend? And she's like, oh, well, we didn't, like, I was walking home and then he drove past and he gave us a lift for like the last, 200 meters.
Mm.
I'm like, well, that doesn't make sense. It's 200 meters. Oh yeah, but Meg was really drunk. So we had to get her home. So we put her in the car. And I was like, okay, well, those details don't really matter.
Mm.
What matters is you pretty much lied to me. You lied to me.
Mm.
Like, what have I done to make you want to lie to me?
Mm.
And then and I started to cry.
Mm.
I was actually crying. I was like, oh, like, what have I done to actually make you want to lie to me? Like, I just don't understand what I've done wrong for you to do that, making it all my fault. And then she said, well, I knew you'd react like this. This is why I didn't want to tell you. I'm like, hang on, that's a fucking spin out. First of all, I'm being like vulnerable with you and telling you something from my heart. But also you're the one that lied. Like, how is this being switched up to me? And then she's like, you're getting all aggressive. And I was like, whoa. And like, I hated conflict back then and confrontation. So I just went to sleep and just left it. And that's the evidence I was talking about, that she is like telling me it's not safe to be vulnerable with a woman. And that's one time.
Yeah. Do you feel, was it that she got the lift with her ex-boyfriend or that she lied?
She lied, yeah.
Yeah. So it's not the action. It's
No.
yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's the lying.
Yeah. And it's just like that hurt. Yeah. And if someone's going to lie to you because they don't want to hurt you, and then use your reaction, whether it's vulnerable or not vulnerable, to say why they didn't do it, then that's information.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's like you said, if you're a sensitive being and you want depth and someone doesn't and tries to hide the truth from you, because we could say that's not lying, that's just not telling the truth. It's like, it's all the same shit. And when you do that, what she did was she didn't feel safe to bring it to you for whatever reason, because in the past maybe she's done something and gotten in trouble off her dad or whatever. But at the same time, if she's not owning that, then it's going to be very hard for you guys to continue to connect if it's always your fault. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. And vulnerability is a sliding scale. You start small. One of the biggest things I've noticed is guys, they'll do some work emotionally and then they'll go out and they'll just be cracked wide open and they're like, oh, I'm going to be a big emotionally available in this, and they go out and then they just get absolutely like smashed by whether it's the dating world or in a relationship or just by life. It's just like, you've got to make sure that you, one of our teachers, he talks about like aperture on a camera. You got to know how to open yourself, but also how to close yourself. Because you could be walking, like he says this, he's like, imagine walking through a shopping center and then you look in one guy's eyes and he's just like got all this shame around his porn addiction and it hits you right in your eyes and you're like, oh God, that guy feels gross. And then you look over here and there's another person that's dealing with like a divorce and you get hit with that another guy over here who's gambling his money away and you get all of this, like if you're constantly open, you're susceptible to all of the energy that's coming in from everyone else. So you actually have to learn how to not protect yourself, but how to honor your own nervous system so you're not constantly open. So that's one of the things around vulnerability is like you don't have to be vulnerable with everyone. You don't have to be open-hearted all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that, man. And so you think that this is where like the red pill guys, that follow all that red pill stuff, the Andrew Tates or the Manosphere and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's so appealing because they don't have to feel all that.
Yeah. They get to bypass it. So that thing, like you said, around it wasn't safe to be vulnerable with a woman. The red pill guys, same thing. It's like, I don't have to be vulnerable. This is giving me a pathway where I don't actually have to be vulnerable or open my heart. So I get everything that I want and I don't have to give up the one thing that I'm scared to give up, which is my ego, my identity, my walls. And then and you could live a whole life like that.
Mm-hmm.
It just means that you just won't have you'll get to the end of it and you'll feel, And I've coached enough guys and been around enough guys to see how that plays out.
How does it play out?
Very badly. Very fucking badly. It normally happens they get 10, 15 years into a relationship and then the woman leaves for some man who's more emotionally available. And then all they do is they reiterate, they double down on women are fucked. Like, I was right.
They monkey branch.
I was right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was fucking, I told you I was right. Can't trust women. It's like, no, she's just gone where she's getting her needs met.
Mm.
This is, you played a part. She could have done better, yes, but also you weren't listening.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, I'm a lot of guys there's a lot of guys that haven't worked them because they didn't like the truth. They wanted me to tell them, yeah, women are fucked. They wanted me to confirm that, and I was like, I can't. Everything, like, on some level, same with you, like with your ex-fiance, there was a part that you played in that, like you said, it was all my fault, like, which is the people pleaser, it's the nice guy, and the practice is always to have boundaries.
Mm.
So as the nice guy, can I put boundaries in place and actually, like, hey, when you lie to me, it really hurts. Regardless of what it's about, like, a lie is a lie and it sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I battle with this because I'm like, yeah, you should be vulnerable with your missus.
Mm.
But then I'm also like, no, you shouldn't be vulnerable with her because she won't be able to hold that.
Mm.
And there's part of her that would actually be disgusted in seeing you break down and cry on the ground and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because she wants you to be this strong, backboned man.
Mm-hmm.
So where do you think, what are the nuances of that?
Mm-hmm. Perfect. So quite often a woman wants to feel that you are capable of feeling your emotions, but not necessarily collapsing in them. So there's a difference. When you collapse in your emotions, you become your emotion. I am angry. So if I came to you, say you're Meg, and I came in and I just started being like yelling and running around the house, like going around the house smashing it. I'm fucking sick of this. I'm done. I'm just come in. I'm like crying all over the floor. I'm so sad. I just saw that a dog got run over and that's me collapsing into my emotion. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But there's also, if I come in aware of my emotions and capable of communicating what's happening internally for me, hey, my love, I'm absolutely fuming right now. I've had a few really frustrating things going at work, and I'm like, I'm blind with rage. I'm going to need an hour. Just really frustrated right now. I thought I was going to pull this off, and get this contract signed. None of that happened today, and I'm feeling like a complete and utter failure. I think beneath it, I'm just really sad that none of this pulled off because I'd already had a vision of how this was going to be a really great catalyst for you and I to do that thing that we want to do later this year. Now I'm not going to get that money, or it doesn't look like I'm going to, and I'm making this mean a whole lot more than I think it actually is. But I feel like I just need to go and feel this. Do you mind if I just take the afternoon?
That sounds hard to do.
It is. Yeah, it's fucking hard. And it's so worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then she understands where I'm at. I've made a request that she can honor, whether she likes it or not. She can be like, no, you said we're going out to dinner. Let's fucking go out to dinner. And I'm like, damn it. You're not listening. Then that'd be my practice. Like, hey, my love, I totally get that. I'm not going to be able to show up in the way that I can tell you want me to tonight. So I'd rather reschedule that. I really need you to take one for the team. Versus coming in and be like, hey, my love, like coming in and be like, hey, my love, I just saw our neighbor's dog was hit by a car and I'm just feeling really sad. Just going to take 5 minutes out in the backyard and just be with this.
Mm-hmm. So this sounds like a lot about, like, if you can't do that, it's like the nice guy thing.
Yeah.
Right? If you can't do that.
Yeah.
So I know you've been with your wife Meg for over 10 years, married for 4. Was there a time in your relationship, because I know you can bring this stuff to Meg now.
Yeah.
I've seen you do it.
Yeah.
But is there a time when you couldn't do it?
Yeah, heaps. Like the first 5 years of our relationship, I reckon. First 5 or 6 years. Yeah, I was a nice guy, but rather than outwardly express it, I would internalize it.
Mm.
And so what I would do is I'd internalize, and I'd still be nice, and then all of a sudden I'd just freeze over and I'd go cold.
Mm.
I would never really outwardly express it. I would literally just harden. Kind of like if you put a hot piece of steel into the water and there'd be like smoke, and then you pull it out and it's it's gone hard. It's no longer soft steel that you can work. Like that's what would happen. I'd just tense up and I'd become completely unavailable.
Mm.
And I'd shut Meg out.
Mm-hmm.
Which wasn't cool at all.
I'm sure she brought that to you.
Yeah. But what it meant is I didn't know how to bring my emotions to her because I didn't know how to feel them in general. And her nervous system wasn't a space for me to bring the backlog, the years and years of unfelt emotions.
Mm.
So if you're a man and you feel things, and those things that you're feeling are piling up, and you can feel yourself either projecting them onto your partner or you're collapsing in them and they're causing disconnection in yourself and in your relationship, or you're hardening and closing off and pushing your partner away, then you have a responsibility to go in and essentially do a deep clean on your nervous system. And that can look like men's work, which is what I do. That can look like therapy. That can look like MDMA-assisted therapy. That can look like going and doing mushies in the forest with some shaman. It can look like breath work and ice baths on the beach. But what it really needs to do is you probably need to do a good, if you're in your 30s, you probably need to do a good 3 to 5 years of healing work. Not business coaching, not personal development, not mindset work, actual healing. If you've been alive for 30 plus years, 1/6, if you can spend 1/6 of that, another 3 to 5 years doing the healing work, it's probably how long it's going to take. Most guys do 3 months and then they're like, why isn't this? Yeah, good. I'm a healed man. And then they get into a relationship and it fucks up. I'm like, why didn't this work? Because you thought you were done. And the one thing that I will always remember is you're not done. It's a practice. Healing is a practice. Relating is a practice. Life is a practice.
Mm.
You can't not show up to practice and then expect to get an opportunity to go on as in the first 11, you're going to get benched.
Yeah.
So this is where a lot of guys underestimate how long it actually fucking takes. Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I've had guys be like, oh, I think I can't be fucked. It's going to cost too much and take too long. Yeah, it is. And that's, once you reconcile that, it is going to cost too much and it is going to take too long and you do it anyway, done. Pretty much every guy I know should at least do therapy for 2 years, once a week for 2 years. That's only 100 hours.
Not much.
No. It takes you 100 hours to get good at anything.
Yeah, true.
Which is what a lot of people don't understand. They think, oh, I'll just do this or read this book. It's like, no, go and do 100 hours of whatever it is that you need to get good at. If it's relationships, go and actually do therapy with someone that's relationally attuned. If I wanted to learn how to get good at looking like cars, I would have to spend an hour a day figuring it out. It'd take me 2 years to get half decent and actually working on cars. Playing guitar, same thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Long time. That's why they have apprenticeships, 4-year apprenticeships. And then you still know fuck all when you come and have an apprenticeship.
Well, being a poet used to be an apprenticeship.
Oh, true.
Storytellers, bards, so that used to be I think it was a 10-year apprenticeship.
Holy.
Just to tell stories and write poetry. So I think that
100 years of therapy sounds like nothing.
Yeah, exactly. So,
go and do it, fellas.
So that's what I'm like. I'm like, oh, if we stop worrying about it being such a big deal, it's like, okay, listen, motherfuckers, you're all shit at relationships. No one taught you. It's not your fault, but it's your responsibility. We're actually all wrong in the head. But none of us have the right fucking idea of relationships.
Yeah.
None of us were taught. So we all just admit that. So we all okay, yeah, I'm flawed. Okay, now what are we going to do about it? All right, go and do your 100 hours. Okay, cool, yeah. just on relationships, and see what happens. Oh no, I'll be right. I'll just fucking read this book. Shut the fuck up. I'll just listen to a podcast. Yeah, go on. Listen to this one. Listen to our podcast. Yeah, do that and do the 100 hours.
Yeah.
On you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You as the subject.
Yeah. Oh, what was I going to ask? Fuck. I think I've forgotten.
Should we do some breath work?
I think I need it after that interview with Meg. We were both crying, man. I don't want to release it now because I don't want people to see me be vulnerable.
Yeah, you won't be very masculine.
I'll be so, yeah.
No woman will touch you. She'll be like, nah, he's not a man. Look at him crying.
That's what they'll think that. They don't want to see a man crying.
Did Meg mind?
She loved it.
She loves it.
She loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the more she cried, the more I cried.
Vulnerability causes vulnerability. Like real vulnerability causes real vulnerability.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if someone doesn't meet you in that, then it's like, cool, you're not my person. Awesome. Thanks for letting me know that you're a dickhead. And I hate you and see you later. With love.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a feeling of feeling safe around your people, you know, like pretty sure I've cried in front of you fucking 10 times and told you some of my deepest, darkest secrets, you know?
Yep.
And because I feel so safe with you. When it's like the same in a relationship, you want that, like you want that safety. I speak from the I want that safety in a woman where I can do that. But like you spoke about before, it's like not just fucking collapse and become your emotions and identify with them and then make her pick up the pieces.
Yeah.
Like no, I'll pick myself up.
Yeah.
Maybe I need a bit of help, but I will. I will fucking do that. And that's the safety that I want in a woman is the safety that I feel in friendships.
Yeah.
And like, if I'm vulnerable with you and then you throw it back in my face or you're like, why do you think about things so deeply? It's like, not that deep, bro. It's like, oh, okay, thanks. Like you just said, thanks for telling me, showing me who you are.
Yeah.
Now I know you're not my person.
Yeah. And it's got nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
That's the best bit. Like when you start to see that as like, oh, cool, my vulnerability, if it isn't received, then cool, you're just showing me that we're not meant to be close. I can still see you down the street and say hello, but it just means that, oh, you don't get the full VIP access. And you're not meant to, once again, like I said, if you live like this.
Yeah, wide open.
Yeah, you're going to get everything. You can get everything no matter what it is. So you have, discernment is an important piece. Yeah. Yeah. I don't want that many friends, to be honest. Like it's annoying to have too many people that I have to maintain deep relationships with. So I've got to have like 10.
Yeah.
Maximum.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's it. And I don't want it to always have to be like deep and fucking, I want it to be ridiculous as well. Like it has to be a bit of both.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's our relationship, man.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome. I love it so much.
They're the people I get along with, people that I can be a dickhead with, but in the same, within the same breath, like actually share something that I'm troubled by, that's doing my head in.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then have a laugh. And then go get a beer.
Yeah.
And then, okay, now let's go for a run or hit the gym. Okay, cool. Like I enjoy that range.
Yeah.
But it also it's one of those things that has to go both ways. Like if I'm vulnerable, I need you to be vulnerable. If I'm going to be ridiculous, I need you to be ridiculous. If I'm going to, like, sorry, I don't need you to, but I want to be met in that.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%, man. Man, how good is it having Oshi here with you on holidays?
Oh, dude. Well, let me talk about. It's cool to have people around you that you trust with your kid.
Yeah.
That's a good, like, having you here, being able to, like, we did a few other podcasts today and I was like, hey, bro, can you have him? Like, yeah, of course. Like, when you build those deep relationships, you can rely on people. And that's a huge thing. Like, hey, I can rely on you. There's nothing better as a man than having someone rely on you.
Yes.
You're like, dude, I'm your guy. I got you. I got your back. I got your six. Like, that's such a thing. So I just want to, like, speaking to like that safety piece means that you can rely on friends, and that makes me a better husband because I've got people I can rely on outside of my relationship.
Yeah.
So just to finish that conversation before we talk about how cool it is to have my son here in Austin, the reason that I have the relationship that I do with Meg is because I have people around me that I know I can bring something to in its rawest form and workshop it before I bring it to my relationship.
Yes.
If I bring it to you, so, hey, bro, this is what's doing my head in, you aren't as enmeshed with me.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Meg and our lives are completely like locked in.
Mm-hmm.
We live under the same roof. We're married. We've got, the same bills, the same child. There's a lot of moving parts. But if I come to you and say, hey, man, this thing's doing my head in, you're like, cool. It's not actually in your nervous system.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas with her, it is in the relationship nervous system. So that's a huge part of it is like, hey, I'll bring it to you, workshop. Okay, cool. I know now that I've got some clarity, I can go and bring it to Meg. Hey, my love, having this issue, just I need to inform you so you're aware of it. I'm doing this about it. It's done. I'm feeling a little bit embarrassed that it's happened. Feeling a little bit shameful, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Just letting you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's important.
100%. And before we close this convo out, I just wanted to say, when you were talking about like relying on a man, and I feel valuable, and this is what came up in a conversation with Meg and I before, and men feel they have a place in this world. They feel loved when they feel valuable.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel, and I then I shared from the eye of what I do and how I feel valuable. So I'm always kind of like considering other people, and it's what people have shared to me. My good friends is like the best thing that you do. Like what you're really good at is being considerate, and yeah, I feel very valuable being that person for people. And it's not. I think maybe it used to be more of a shadow thing to get validation, but now I've worked through a lot of that stuff. I do it from a place of like, it just makes me feel good. I feel valued by my friends because they can give me their son and their hire car and drive him around Austin so he can go to sleep while their parents are doing a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nuts. Right. And your practice, which is also my practice, because we've got a similar, we're both very considerate, is like, can you receive that from someone else as well? Can you rely on someone else? Which I know, like, that's. And we've had conversations about other guys that, we've had that have been in our community, and I'm just like, oh, fuck in. And, when we were talking about that, and we told my dad, like, what would happen with that? It's like, and I think it's that small town mindset of like, just fucking help out your mate.
Yeah.
Yeah. If he's he's obviously not your mate if he won't let you fucking borrow his lawnmower.
Yeah.
It's like that. And it's like, yeah, dude, like when you moved to Canada, like there was like this beautiful where you needed somewhere to stay. And I was like, come stay. And then it was like, you actually got to connect deeper with Meg, connect deeper with Osh. And like we created like a deeper, because you needed something and I was willing to be your friend, we got to experience a deeper relationship, which means 6 months later or however fucking long it is, we're now in Austin podcasting, and I say, I know I can rely on you, and I know that you'll have my back. Hey dude, can you please take Coach for a drive? He's going to fall asleep. I need an extra hour to get this second podcast done.
Yeah.
And you're like, of course.
Yeah. Which
is this practice of like, it's good to be in debt to each other. Yeah. It's good to have a few favors up our sleeves towards each other. It's like, hey, I should owe you something, you should owe me something at all times. That's what keeps us honest and keeps us available. And I think that's a good thing for men to have. And it gives us value in each other's lives. Beyond just, looking after each other's kids or moving a fucking fridge, we also have to be able to check each other. Like, hey, dude, are you good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jackie B did that for me the other day, actually.
Yeah.
So can I ask you?
I'm just curious. Can I ask you?
Can I ask you a deep question because I love you?
a bit of the bulldozer.
Yeah.
The bulldozer effect, Jackie B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, about me or about you? I was going to say yes either way, but
Yeah.
and he was just asking me about, money and finances. Am I prioritizing this?
Yeah.
Because I was talking about buying a new MacBook, and he's like, I know it's important to you that you want to set yourself up in Canada, and you're thinking about spending $5,000 on a MacBook. Are you prioritizing tech and toys and all this kind of stuff over your other things that you want to do, which is like invest and all this kind of stuff. Anyway, I told him to get fucked. No, I didn't. But
did part of you want to tell him to get fucked?
Oh, yeah.
How about you shut the fuck up?
Yeah.
Don't tell me what to fucking do.
No, but I appreciate that, and we've got a really good connection like that now. Yeah, I feel very safe with Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking legend.
Yeah.
Dude, I wanted to ask you around value and worth as a man. So, like, what is the difference between being worthy and being valuable as a man?
It's very simple. Worthiness is inherent, which is a soul. It originates in the soul, and your soul's eternal, which means it has no beginning or end. So your worthiness cannot be quantified. It is unchanging. It's a spiritual concept. Worthiness is your spiritual birthright. I am worthy. Therefore, I exist. Full stop.
Full stop?
Yeah, you can't change it. You can try to argue the fact, but it falls on deaf ears. And the reason that it does is because that's when value kicks in, which is a certain value is a way that you exchange things. So I develop a certain set of skills. It means that I have a certain level of value, which I can exchange for the value that you have. And the way that we do that is with money. Yeah. But if the soul's eternal, right, you can't quantify that.
No.
Eternal's infinite. So it goes on and on and on forever and ever. So to try and determine your worth using quantifiable data doesn't actually, it doesn't work.
Okay.
You're worthy. I'm worthy. The worst part is when people get really out there and they put a moral dilemma like, well, is Adolf Hitler worthy? Yeah. It's like, is that guy that murdered my mum worthy? Is that guy that my mum didn't get murdered, but like the person that says, so the people that are committing war crimes, are they worthy? I'm like, worthiness doesn't fit on a range like that. You can't. It's not good or bad. Worthiness it just is your isness. It's your beingness. Like, did Adolf Hitler come into the world as a asshole that wanted to murder heaps of fucking Jews? No, he was a little kid, a little baby that then learnt things, developed conditioning, and then fucking happened to do what he did. Sucks.
Yeah.
That's why we have the value. So, okay, as an apprentice, you have a certain value, right? As a as a licensed builder, you have a certain value. As a registered builder, you have a certain value. As a business owner, then whether you have a franchise, you slowly build more and more value based on your ability to deliver your whatever it is that your vocation is. That doesn't mean that the apprentice is any less worthy than the person making $20 million for their skill set. They're both the same. They're the same worthiness. They just have a different value set, like a different set of different skill set that has a different value.
So my brain goes to when I hear worthiness or worthy. It's like worthy of what?
Yeah.
Like, what am I? What worth? What am I worthy of?
This
life.
Yeah. You're worthy of life, of your breath, of being here.
Not like you're worthy of having the hottest girlfriend in the world.
No.
You're worthy of life.
Yeah, you're worthy to be here. And then go and exchange value.
So do you believe relationships have a value exchange?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. For sure. I don't think it's in I don't think it's in the way that is a business is. I think it's a different one. So it's not transactional value. It's a different type of value. And it's more inclined towards like personal growth and connection. So if you try to use transactional rather than a transactional perspective on relationships, you'll just end up in a business. You'll just end up in a dry relationship. It won't go anywhere.
Do you know Dr. Orion Taraban? He's kind of the manosphere, kind of
No.
on the cusp of that.
Okay.
He talks about relationships. He's a psychologist.
Yeah.
And he's got a book called The Value of Others.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm paraphrasing here, but his description of that is like the transaction of unequal goods.
Mm-hmm.
And what you're talking about sounds like what he's talking about. Like what you're saying, it's not that. It's not value exchanged in how did you word it? Sorry,
I can't remember. Transactional.
Yeah, like transactional value. Yeah. Because even though it's an exchange of value, it's not a transactional.
No.
It's not a transactional value.
Yeah, I give it without I give my love. So relationship, there's a value exchange, but it's not love. Love is unconditional, but I can't hold unconditional love 24/7. I get triggered. I get resentful. Meg gets triggered. She gets angry. Like we're human. We're inherently flawed.
Yeah.
We're going to have, so that's why it's like my willingness to come back to love is what keeps the relationship on the path of depth. But then there's value as well. Meg's Meg. She's got different things that are valuable. Yeah. And then I've got different things that are valuable and they work together. Can
you say some things that you see are valuable in yourself, but also in Meg?
Yeah, cool. I'm reliable. I make money. I am healthy. I prioritize healthy organic foods. I'm funny. I'm fun to be around. There's all these things that could be deemed valuable. And then Meg, I think she's sexy as fuck. She's an incredible mother. She has a growth mindset. She is committed to her own practice. Yeah, list goes on. None of those matter in my eyes because I'm choosing to be in relationship because it feels true. So those things could all, like, Meg's going to get grey and old. I'm going to get grey and old and wrinkly. But her beauty, like her being sexy, her beauty overrides that. Her heart, her depth overrides that. All those other things, they're all nice to haves. What's probably more important if we like go into the word value, I don't know the etymology or anything of it, but in a relationship, you want to have shared values. So it comes less about the value exchange and what are the shared values that you both see as important. So for instance, healthy organic food. Meg and I both have like health as a value. That's common ground. So that's important for us to have a shared value there. And then both of us have a growth mindset, or we both in growth is important to us. Personal growth. That's a shared value. We both have depth of intimacy is a shared value. So there's already three things of value there that we both honor and respect. So is it the value that we're exchanging or the value that we both prioritize? So like anytime we use the word exchange, there's still an element of like, I give you this, you give me that, which is part of being in life, which is part of being like in a forest. They say, not a forest, let's go back to planting, like the indigenous cultures in somewhere in America, I can't remember which one it is, but they have the three sisters, which is the corn plant, the squash plant, and the bean plant. You plant the corn, it grows straight. You plant the beans wrap around the corn stalk. So the corn stalk gives the beans something to climb. The beans nitrify the soil which adds the nitrogen, and then the squash absorb the nitrogen and they create cover across the ground to hold the moisture.
Mm.
All three of those things grow better and more abundantly when grown together rather than when grown separately. So what is valuable there? What value exchange is happening there? If they
They're
all
all
win.
valuable to each other.
Yeah. Mm. But when you remove them from each other, they become less valuable. So how does the value exist? It exists in relationship.
Mm.
So the value is relationship. It's not in that person as an individual or this as an individual. It's only when they come together that the value is realized, which is the bit that I'm kind of more focused on in relationship is like 1 + 1 = 3. Rather than here's my value, I'm going to give that to you and you give me your value and then we'll both be good.
Mm.
That's that second stage relating in David Data. There's codependency, there's tit for tat, which is I give you this, you give me that,
Yeah.
which is I make the money, you give me sex, or I make the money, you give me the children. I buy the house, you make it a home. You put all the nice things and you keep it pretty. It's like that's still tit for tat. And that can exist. And you can be deeply devoted to each other on a spiritual level. Both, like, there's nothing wrong with having a 50-50 relationship. If that works for you and you want to be in that value exchange, good luck.
Mm.
Not my vibe, but I have different values to you.
Mm.
If you value certainty and spreadsheets and eating the same shit every night, you know, you got your routine. Like, I know lots of people that have settled for that, and that's what their nervous system wants because that's all it knows. Am I right or wrong? I don't know. Like, if that's your jam, fucking go for it. But because you are sensitive and because you've touched deeper places in yourself, anytime you settle for that, you're like, this isn't it.
Yeah.
Anytime you consider that or you entertain that idea, I see it happen with Jackie B all the time. He like tries to wrestle with it. I'm like, let it go. Cunt. Like, don't worry.
Mm.
Like, and I say this to most guys that this is where I get to add value too, because I'm good at relationships. It's like, it's going to be harder than you want. It's going to take more than you want, but it'll be the best thing you've ever fucking invested in.
Yeah.
It's the best. Like, I would not be where I am without my relationship at all. And it's because the value was in what happened when we came together rather than I had the value, she had the value, and then we exchanged it.
Mm.
The value is actualized in the relationship, not necessarily by bringing it to each other.
Mm-hmm. So you said there's the codependent relating, did you say the first level of relating?
That's codependency's first level.
Second level.
50-50.
Tit for tat.
Yep.
What's the third level?
Devotion, or they call it intimate communion, which is what I would call being like devoted in love. Which is where you have a story, I have a story, but then there's a greater truth. And I'm going to go beyond both of our stories and honor the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's uncomfortable, even if it doesn't make sense, even if it doesn't fit in the spreadsheet. Coming to Austin didn't really make sense. Really going on this trip isn't really, we shouldn't have really done it, to be honest. It didn't fit in the spreadsheet. However, we've made amazing connections. We've had such a good time. Ended up having like a really good, like this, today's been amazing. I'm like, oh, cool. We make new connections. Already got podcasts lined up for when we come back next year. And I'm like, I couldn't see the value in this because it had things in store for me that I couldn't factor in because I didn't know they were going to happen.
Right.
That's what happens in a relationship. If you need to know what's going to happen before it happens, you're in 50-50.
Okay.
Yep, you're in exchange.
Right.
I'll give you $50, but you have to give me $50 back next week. The way that I explain this is if I shout you a beer and we can't leave the pub without you shouting me one back, we're in 50-50. We're not in, but that's not a relationship. That's a transactional agreement. So if I buy you a beer, do you feel the need to buy me a beer back?
I do.
I do too. I'm the same.
But if I buy the beer first and they wanted to leave, I'd be like, nah, it's good. Because because I value the time we spent together and the connection we spent together.
And how many times would you have to have that happen before you started to resent them, where you bought the beer and then they left? 5, 10?
Oh, yeah. Probably, yeah, maybe 10,
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
I reckon I'd go about, like, this motherfucker hasn't, like, I always get the first beer.
I get yeah.
Then we leave?
Yeah.
Yeah. The fuck?
Is he doing that on purpose?
Yeah. That's the thing though. Like one of my mates and I, we have a rule, like under $50, it doesn't count. So it doesn't matter who's paying. It just doesn't fucking matter under $50.
Yeah. And
if it did, we'd voice it. But we're like, cool. Whoever fucking remembers to pay, or whoever goes and orders the drinks just buys them, and then normally if someone does it 3 times in a row, we'll be like, oh, hang on, wait a second. Okay, that's $150.
Yeah, yeah.
Like there's a range. It's like, okay, if I'm doing this every fucking week, that's a lot. Like that's $200 a month. So it's like, cool. We just got to both be aware of the relationship and what's happening in the giving and receiving, and that one person doesn't end up playing the giver and the other person is only ever the receiver. We want there to be reciprocity. But I would say that, you know, between you and I, we'd be able to have that exchange, and if it did come up, we'd be able to have that conversation like, hey, bro, I paid for the last 5. Are you cool to get this one? Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Fuck, man, sorry, I didn't even realize. Or fuck, man, I've been going through some money shit and had a lot of shame and now I feel bad, and I just, but I really wanted to see you, and dude, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know, fuck it, it's just that, cool, thanks for being vulnerable with me. Now I feel connected to you. It's not a big deal to, okay, I'll get this one, but, you know, we don't have to go and get a drink just to connect. Why don't we just go for a walk next week?
Yeah.
I'd rather just be your friend.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's funny, man, because like I just said, I would definitely buy the beer and be like, yeah, no, don't worry about it. Like, I got this one. Cool. But like last night we went out to Two-Step and Tuesday.
Yeah. Yeehaw.
Yeah. And I walked in late, and then all of a sudden I was getting a stamp on my hand, and I was kind of like, and then Oshi was there, and then like people were dancing. And when I was like walking off from all that kind of happening, I was like, did Jacob just buy a ticket for me? Like, and then I forgot about it. Yeah. And then I got home and I started thinking, I was like, did Jacob buy me a ticket for this? I'm like, I've got to pay him back. And then so this morning when we caught up, I was like, before we caught up, I was like, do I need to say something, or can I just trust that if he wanted me to pay him back, he would ask me?
Yeah.
Or can I just receive it? And then I was like, I still have to ask him.
I think that's fair though, because we didn't communicate, and that was there was a lot going on.
Yeah.
And in my head, I was like, you came in just as I was paying, and ironically, he gave us 2 tickets for free. So I didn't actually end up even paying any more than I would have if Meg and I were going by ourselves. So I was like, cool. But I didn't communicate that with you. I didn't say, oh, hey, bro, I got your ticket. So I was like, I can understand how that would have played on your mind.
Yeah, you just pointed at the stamp. You were like, oh, yeah. And I was like, fuck. But then I had to ask you this morning. I was like, oh, so did you buy me a ticket last night? And then you told me, and I was like, oh, okay. And then still part of my brain was like, oh yeah, cool, just receive that.
Yeah.
But the other part was like, oh, but we still went there and he paid $15. So I still feel like I have to give him
$7.50.
$7.50.
Yeah. Because I know, I don't disrespect money, man. I'll take your money 100%.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, cool, like that's not about the money at all. If it was $7,000, yeah, or maybe 700 or 70, I'd probably be like, oh, dude, $35, yeah. But in those small moments, I don't think it's about the money. I think it's about like, oh, dude, you're part of my family, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah,
like you're going to be around long enough that I think will come out even in the end.
100%, man.
Which is quite a vulnerable thing. Think, oh, like you want me in your life for a long time? Yeah, of course I do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I want to be in your life for a long time, so I trust that it'll even out. And coming back to relationships, like a lot of people don't necessarily see the long-term benefit of relating because they don't actually let over time things even out. Like, yeah, I can do something, when Osh was born, like I was running around doing everything while Meg was looking after Osh. And I could easily be like, oh man, like, but like now I see how happy and I'm like, oh God, there's no, like that wasn't about me doing that to get something back. There was no value exchange there. There was just a whole lot of fucking value. And it was awesome. And how lucky am I to give?
Mm-hmm.
And then to receive the beauty of it. Same with our relationship. Like, cool, like $7.50 now, like I'm sure I'll borrow $7.50 off you another 100 times in the next 10 years, next 20 years.
Yeah.
So it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
Like I'm so long-term focused as well. I think I think long.
Mm-hmm.
Once I feel like I'm just locked in for at least the next 2 decades with the people. I'm like, cool, unless one of you fucking die or fucking try to bash me, this is it. This is all I'm doing. I'm not doing any more people. And that's vulnerable. Like, because it means like, oh, we're going to have to show up.
My friend's spreadsheet is full.
Yeah, literally. Can't be inviting any more people to two-step and Tuesdays. The table's only got 5 seats. Mm.
Yeah.
But I get that too, bro. That feeling of like, fuck, do I owe you something now? Oh shit, should I pay you back? And I used to always worry about that. I'm like, oh God, I've got to go and get, like, if you buy me lunch, I'll buy you dinner. If you buy this, I'll buy that.
Yeah.
This is that. So, it doesn't really fucking matter. Because I see you in my life long enough that we'll have another dinner and another dinner and another dinner and it'll all even out.
It'll all even out. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
And if it doesn't, that's when I get to have a conversation rather than just say you're a fuckwit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey man, like I paid for the last 5 dinners. Would be cool if you pick this one up. Just I'm starting to feel a little bit funny about it. Yeah, of course, man.
Yeah.
But I feel like you and I wouldn't let it get to that anyway.
No.
3 max.
Yeah.
1 maybe. One time.
One time.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, man. I wanted to circle back to when you were talking about this trip not fitting in the spreadsheet, and you talking about how, but you're like the stage 3 relating is devoted to, you say devoted to the vision or the
greater truth?
The greater truth.
Yeah.
So if this trip didn't fit in a spreadsheet, what was the greater truth of coming to this trip? Because you couldn't see what was going to play out. You didn't know how this was going to be beneficial to you.
No. That's the feeling piece. You know how I said just feel into it?
Yeah.
Like if we're going to just feel into it, like that's what it was. It was like, fuck, I'm feeling this. Shit, okay, let's go to, yeah, cool. Connected with Preston, did a podcast in Australia. He talks about Austin. Like, fuck yeah, Austin. Then our other mate, Ryan Moresby, who was here today as well. You know him from T-Gom and whatnot. It's like, oh, he's going to be there as well. Cool, connect with him. And then you're messaging me and I'm like, fuck, Ant wants to come as well, even though I fucking haven't messaged him back. And I fucking was running around like a headless chook. And then I'm so glad that this worked out. And I apologize for not being more communicative at that time. That would have been fucking annoying for you, I had no doubt. But I was like, oh, all of these breadcrumbs are leading towards us going here. Everyone, like, there's something happening here that wants to happen that's greater than my window of tolerance. So I need to let go.
Yeah.
So I said, fuck it. And then we looked at flights and I was like, let's go from this date to this date. Then we got an epic Airbnb and then the price was good. Like, hey, yeah, pay it. And I was like, and I looked at it and then I was like, yep, okay, I just need to make this extra amount of money. Okay, I went and made it. Boom. Buy this. Got the plane tickets, got this, put it all into place, organized the business, boom, 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 and everything started to happen. And then, yeah, I've had some already incredible experiences here. And when we're about to go to New York and see Meg's sister, and I was like, oh, none of this could have happened if I didn't trust the feeling, or follow the feeling, or feel into it, as we say. And now I'm like, oh, cool. Anytime I don't honor that feeling, I play small. And there's a difference between being discerning and bunkering down and honoring that this is me sabotaging my security versus this is me having reckless courage.
Yeah.
And this was I felt like I considered this. I took some time to consider this and it just kept pointing me back to here. So you got to do this. You got to do this. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. And then when I did, everything just went boom, 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 boom. and lined up perfectly, just like today has.
Yes.
So yeah, feel into it, and then if the feeling is, if the greater truth is do it, then all I've got to do is get out of my own way. And even if I fucked this trip up and ended up getting over here and running out of money or whatever the fuck happened, I'm sure I would have learned a lesson from that as well. But I'm getting better at learning lessons in more gentler ways.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to go through the most hectic suffering I don't have to explode my entire life to learn the lesson. I'm getting more and more graceful in my learning because feel like I'm more and more, I'm practicing humility more in my, in the way that I move through the world. And humility and gratitude are kind of the same thing.
Humility and gratitude are kind of the same thing.
You have to bow for both. Like, thank you. Like, gratitude is like giving thanks. Humility is having the ability to feel that there's something greater at work. Like my eyes, like I'm not the greatest. I'm not the biggest dog in the house. There's something greater than me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I'm humbled by it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man, I'm glad you came
Mm.
because this has been fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah, man.
I'm so happy that you guys got down here or up here or across
15 and a half fucking hours. Oh, man.
What?
I've never had jet lag like that. That was the worst. Fuck that shit.
Yeah. I'm pretty good with jet lag, eh?
You would be.
I think it's my mindset. I'm like, I don't believe in jet lag.
I just eat all the plain food and all my snacks, and I don't sleep. I have the mindset that this time doesn't count, and then when I get to the destination, I'm like, that time definitely counted. I'm cooked.
I should have strategized.
I should have brought noise cancelling headphones and gone to sleep.
The best. I mean, probably harder with a 2-year-old.
That too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck. You guys did well.
Fucking A.
Really well. It's crazy, man. Having a child. I mean, Osh is just such a fucking legend. But also a lot.
Yeah, bro. I said that to someone the other day. I was like, he's so full on. And they're like, have you looked at yourself? And I was like, fucking, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's like, oh, he's a mirror. And it's crazy, man. It's crazy to consider that. Like, oh, hang on, like you're a product of me and Meg. So of course you're going to be an absolute legend, but you're also going to be an absolute ball of energy.
Yep.
And take up space. Awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to see what else he comes up with in the next season of his life, and to give him some siblings and to see what that feels like to have multiple kids and what that's going to ask of me as a father, as a husband, as a business owner. It's going to be, it's going to be big season.
Big season, man. I know it's crazy. Like, it's been 10 months since I've seen you guys, and
10 months.
Yeah.
Really? When did you leave?
I left in December last year, middle of December.
And it's been 10 months.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, what are we now?
The 8th.
August. 9 months.
9 months. Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
I thought it was 6.
Yeah. 9 months. Hectic.
True.
And yeah, just like he was barely talking, and now he's like saying full sentences of like words and stuff like that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's so insane.
A lot can happen, man.
Yeah.
A lot does happen.
Yeah. And he's got like this full personality now. Yeah. It's so cute. So awesome to be around. And fuck, he looked good two-stepping last night.
Didn't he?
In his new shirt.
He's going to kill it with the ladies, dude.
Oh.
He's going to be such a generous lover. He's going to kill it.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to see him do so much better than me. Like I landed on my feet with Meg, but before that I wasn't that good at the tuning or the charming of the ladies. I was a bit.
Not your brother Ryan.
No, I'm not like Ryan. No, I didn't have whatever he's got. He should bottle that though and sell it.
He should.
Yeah.
Fuck. We could all use some of that, man.
Definitely.
What has becoming a dad taught you about your dad?
That it's a lot fucking harder than I gave him credit for. It was very easy to see all the places he didn't show up. And then I was like, hang on. This cunt, we can say that on this show, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
This cunt had 4 kids 3 years ago. Like he was 33 when he had 4 kids.
Yeah.
I'm 36 and I got 1. And I'm like cooked. I was like, he had 4 kids at 33. That's a lot of kids. And if they're anything like Osh, he would have been fucked.
Yeah.
Like, so it's taught me like, oh man, it's easy to think it's easy when you haven't done it. It's easy to look at someone else and see all the ways that they fucked up at something that you haven't done yet. So I have a lot of compassion for my dad. I have a lot of compassion for my mum. Doesn't mean that I don't get triggered by them. Doesn't mean they don't still frustrate the shit out of me. But I've also allowed them to help me in ways that I would have maybe rejected as well, because I'm like, man, I need their help now. Now that I've got a kid and I've got a business and I've got big dreams, it's like I actually need them to fulfill their role of grandparent and parent and actually give them an appropriate place in my life where I'm not taking advantage of them, but I'm also not pushing them away. So it's taught me a lot about humility and actually and gratitude. It's like, fuck, man, this is harder than I thought. And thank you for what you did do. I understand why you didn't do the things that I did need that you didn't. And yeah, I will. You can come and stay. Yeah, please take my car and change the alternator. Yes, please. Yes, I will have that $100. Yeah. Yeah, I will. Yeah, let's go out to dinner and you pay. Like, there's so many things in which I'm letting them love me in the way that they want to love me and support me in the way that they would love to support me, and trusting them and inviting them into a role that gives them meaning, which then creates more connection, which then creates more vulnerability, which ends up leading to a better life. Yeah. Learning to receive has been good for me. Very good.
That's a hard one for men.
Yeah.
And I say that because I know a lot of men struggle with receiving.
Yeah, we've got good data on that.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I used to struggle with that a lot.
Yeah.
And I remember looking at you guys, like you and Meg, when Oisin was born, and I was thinking about it when I was cooking you guys chicken soup.
With those little, was it the letters or something? It had the gluten-free pasta.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the little letters or something. I remember you.
They weren't letters. They were just like little. My nonna put them in this soup called pastini.
That's it. Yeah,
pastini,
yeah.
little pastini pastas.
Yeah.
And I was cooking, and I was thinking about it, and I'm like, fuck, like Jacob and Meg are just so good at receiving. I'm like, if I felt in that moment when I was thinking about it, if I was to have a child, I would feel like I'd have to do it all, or I would think that I would have to do it all. And the feeling I got thinking about trying to receive that help was like, oh, I don't know, like, I don't know how to do that. And it was just so like, I mean, yeah, you guys have taught me so much just by being yourselves. And hanging around you guys, being in your house, being around your relationship. I never shared this with you, but I shared it with Meg. But when I stayed at your place for 2 weeks, before I moved to Canada, you guys would have some conflict, and I would feel like I had to leave the room. I felt like I need to get out of here because something's going to explode. But also, I need to get out of here because it's probably my fault that they're feeling tension in their relationship right now. It's probably my fault because I'm overwhelming them, because I'm in their space, I'm in their way, all this type of thing. And I remember leaving the room because I'm like, I need to get out of here.
Fuck, get me out of here.
Yeah. But then I would see you guys repair within 5 minutes. Not even. Sometimes it was 1 minute. And it kind of not kept happening, but it happened a few times while I was there for 2 weeks. And I'd feel myself wanting to leave the room again. And I would like say, no, just stay. This isn't your fault. Like, and whatever the conflict, it's like, it's nothing. It's not that big of a deal. They're not going to try and fight each other. Like, she's not about to hit him with a saucepan. They're not yelling at each other. And by the end of it, I realized that I didn't feel like I had to run when something would happen between you guys. And I felt this level of safety that I'd never felt before in being in the presence of a relationship. And I haven't fully looked into it, but I know something healed in me by being around you two for those 2 weeks. And for more context, like, you guys are fucking just incredible at relationship or rupture repair. Like, you might say something that comes off a bit passive aggressive, and then Meg gets a bit triggered by it and upset, and then walks off, and then she'll come in a minute later to go somewhere, and you're like, "Hey, lover, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to say that. I was just doing this, and I had this, expectation I was going to do that, and then you came in and took my attention away, and I really don't want to speak to you like that. I'm sorry. I'm working on that." And seeing it go from like rupture to repair in under a minute is something I've never fucking seen before. I didn't grow up around that.
Yeah.
And I don't really have like physical memories of it, but I've got like somatic memories of it.
Yeah.
And seeing that, I'm like, oh, like, yeah, it doesn't need to be this big deal. Like, you guys, you're relationship coaches, but you guys still are human. You guys still have these things that go down.
Yes, sir.
And you still repair.
And like you said, it's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
It's kind of like what we said, it's like the cover charge last night, $15. It's like, we're going to be friends for a while, so it's not a big deal. If we let it blow out, it will be. It's like with that, I was like, cool, hey, when we catch it and we clear it, what we're doing is we're just like we're practicing relating. Yeah. A lot of people are in relationships not practicing relating.
Yeah, and you said the other day, conscious relating is fucking hard, man.
Conscious anything is fucking hard, but relating especially.
Yeah.
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 So I just wanted to like tie the bow on that and just say like how grateful I am for you, man, in my life, and like being able to just like receive some healing from just like staying in your house for 2 weeks. That's fucking unheard of.
It's how the only way we heal is by doing it for real. Like actually doing it, doing life properly. And when I say properly, I mean appropriately. Like, if your friend can't come and stay at your house for 2 weeks before they leave to go to another country, are they really your friend? Or as my dad would say, not a fucking friend then. Yeah.
What the fuck's that shit? Not a fucking friend.
Not a fucking friend. He's obviously not a fucking friend. But that's, if I, it's kind of like relationships. If I'm going to be your husband to Meg, then I'm your husband. I'm not like your husband when it suits me.
Yeah, yeah.
If I'm your friend, I'm not your friend when it suits me. I'm your friend when you need me. I'm your friend when you don't need me. I'm your friend when I need you. I'm your friend when I don't need you. And that takes a whole lot of pressure off. So whether it's $7.50, staying at some mate's house for 2 weeks, we're still using the fry pans that you left there and then the knife.
Oh yeah.
So like, it all balances out, man. Like it all evens out in the end.
All works out in the wash.
Exactly. So chill the fuck out. People love you. Everything that you want is coming to you. Stop fucking worrying. Let go a little bit and trust that you are worthy, because you are, and that you have value, and then you continue to develop that value, knowing full well that whatever's meant for you is meant for you and it'll find you. And yeah, dude, I can't wait for you to have some fucking kids and a wife and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, to be able to come and visit you in Canada for the wedding.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, we'll just have to. We might have another kid.
True.
Who knows? We'll see. That'll be very cute.
That will be.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude. And I'll have my alligator skin boots to wear to the wedding. So
That you're going to go buy tonight.
that I'm going to go buy tonight. Yeah.
Did you just buy this shirt, by the way?
Yep. So I needed the boots to go with the shirt.
Yeah. You can't have that shirt without cowboy
No,
boots.
I'm going home cowboyed up. No, I am, dude. Like, you talk about like follow the feeling. Like, these cowboy boots are $1,000 US. I have no business buying a pair of $1,000 boots, but I gotta buy them because I just know that buying those boots is gonna. It's the butterfly effect. I don't know what's gonna happen, but something good's gonna happen. Yeah. My path is clear. Buy those boots, and then after that, it's all gravy.
It's your next level, man. It's your next timeline.
Mm-hmm. Quantum leap.
Quantum leaping.
Yeah.
Through alligator skin boots.
Through alligator skin boots, man.
Love it, bro.
Trust the process.
Love you, man. And
love you
thanks
too.
for coming on. If anyone resonated with this, where can they go and find out more about you?
Sign up to my class on Instagram. Pay me money. Buy my course. Nah, dude. Hit me up at the Jacob O'Neill because Jacob O'Neill was taken on Instagram. And yeah, if you want to come do some work with me, the Gathering of Men is where we do it. Join the academy and come and learn how to be a man who's embodied in his leadership and can know who he is, can relate with a woman deeply, and can find something that creates a positive impact and allows you to create meaning in your work. Simple as that. We give you we give you the training that you never got from boy to man. And it's necessary. Like I said, we're all pretty fucked up at figuring out relationships and how to operate in this modern landscape because we weren't given the tools. Come get the tools and actually see your life change, and you'll be fucking glad you did.
Hell yeah. Changed my life. Changed so many men that I know their lives. And shout out to all those men doing the work.
Yo.
Yeah. And I'm going to shout out James Noland, a mate of mine from the Gold Coast. He's just signed up to the Gathering of Men.
Did he?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Game on.
So I mentioned your name to him a few months back.
Yep.
And then he's been doing some work with, he went on a men's walk with Lino.
Oh, yeah.
And men's medicine.
Yep.
He's been doing some work with Lindsay.
Yep.
Beister. And he just signed up to the Gathering of Men.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah, bro. Shout out, James. Appreciate you, bro. Thanks for coming on.
Love you, G.
Love you too, man.
Excited to see where this podcast goes. Let's fucking get it.
Let's go. Bruh. Big bruh.
Bruh. Big dick.
Big dick energy.
Big daddy.
Oh, that was fucking
That was
shit.
gay.
Oh,
there we go.